Get rid of default and go to, okay, it's USB. Can't see.
Digital USB. The digital audio interface is still USB. Here. Did that work? Yep.
How do you transfer? Hello.
Hello.
I think so.
That should work, guys. Let us know if there's a difference or if you still can't hear us. There, no, yes. All right, fantastic.
Phone's missing. There it is.
Now they can hear us. Fantastic. Thank you guys for letting us know. All right.
Yeah, I probably should have had the computer off when I was unplugging and plugging everything in.
Oh, that's all right. He left his mouse for you, just so you know. That's why he'll be staring at you. Anyways, we were talking about this stuff last night. I don't know if anybody watched it. Travis watched most of it. They did have some matches on that whole thing. I kind of forgot,
and I ended up turning it off, like, because they were just talking after the Miz stuff, so there probably was a little bit more.
Yeah, they had some really bad mic issues, and so you couldn't hear anything, so it was kind of lame.
All right, it looks like we are doing part of the women's tag team tournament right now. Looks like Raquel Gonzalez and her partner going up against Xia Li and Shotzi.
Yes.
Oh, it's Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Like, who is her
I was just going to say, it's Aaliyah is her partner. Anyways, I did say hi to everybody, but I'll say again, hi Walter, hi Film, Sophie, and now we have P-Call in the chat. Hey guys, nice to see you guys. Please, and Zinsu, you're new. If you're new, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Stay and chat with us and watch. As you said, WWE is the best sport to watch. Fantastic. Let's see. Sophie said, Hit Row might be back tonight. It will be interesting in storyline where they have been. Walter said hi to the kitten.
Oh, Hit Row? That'd be terrible.
I hope not, because that's freaking stupid.
That's what's bad for business.
That is some terrible stuff for business right there. So it says, how's everyone liking Triple H second week in charge of creative so far? Meh.
I'm right on the fence with it. I don't hate it, but I don't like how they jobbed Bobby Lashley on Monday.
Let's see, we got Chris Akani in the chat now. Hey, Chris. Nice to see you guys. We did open up the Smackdown with a women's tag match, guys. This is part of the tag team tournament, by the way.
It is.
Ooh, Natalya and Sonya Deville out there being heels and picking on people. Shotzi's going to beat up Sonya, and Raquel's beating up Natalya. Wow. Those are my nice ones, huh?
The cat loves to chew on them.
That's nice of him. We'll wear them. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What's cool, everybody?
What is cool?
Can you see everything reflected in my eyes?
No, let's not do that.
I'm just teasing. Anyways, we're in a commercial break, and we've got Luke in the chat now, and we also, looks like, that's it. I already said hi to everybody else. Walter's like, blame the kitten. Yeah. It wasn't his fault. It was all Travis. Revamping some stuff. It's fine. We got it working.
I just changed the cord because it was a little longer. I used the gray one instead of the black one.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, yeah, because you put it away from it, so that works. Let's see. Walter wants Shotzi and Xia to win. Chris also wants Shotzi and Xia Li. Sophie says, would you guys have noticed something was wrong with the stream yourself if we didn't help you?
Probably not. That's
not for sound, because we don't sit here and listen to our own stream. So, yeah.
Right.
It's nice when somebody says something.
People have to tell us if there's something like that going on.
Wonderful common courtesy out there in the world. Chris says, yeah, I've been hearing it's Hit Row. Oh, fuck.
That's terrible.
That's fucking stupid as fuck.
Now I'm on the negative side of...
Well, now I hate it. And I'm done. I'm going to leave. And, yeah... Trying to be a fan, and now I'm not. Good job, WWE! Anyways, Luke says, hi all. So he's like, Dr. Lynn is back in the WWE. That was another shocker. Chris is like, Thick Daddy Sonya. Films like it's armpit time. I love Raquel Gonzalez and Leah's. And Walter says, tell me who wins this on Fox. They have NFL football. We will, Walter. We will let you know who wins right now. They're just at a commercial break, my friend.
So nobody has won a match yet.
So he says, the summer has been great. If you are wrestling fan, WWE fan, all the twists and turns they've thrown at us. So obviously, I want Raquel and Aaliyah to win. And Chris says today I found a CM Punk and Shawn Michaels wrestling figures today.
Hey, that's pretty
awesome,
cool.
Possum. Walter says, did you watch Thursday launch party? It was cool. Yeah,
I watched
Walter.
a lot of it.
Travis did watch a lot of it. They had a really bad mic problems where they were at. They did have some matches during that launch party. Triple H gave some kind of a thing about WrestleMania because of where they're at. He gave a little announcement, and he looks like death.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you guys watched him talk, but he literally looks like fucking death. Like, I was like, is he okay? Because he looks fucking terrible. I mean, bad, terrible.
You can tell he's lost a lot of muscle mass. And
that, and he just, his color, I don't know if they decided to put makeup on him and see what they could do about it, but whatever color underneath the makeup, he looked sick. Like, and not in a good way. Not like, oh man, he's totally sick. Like, oh my god, barf, he looks sick. Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him. Let's see. Film says, honestly, I'm really starting to like Aaliyah's, and I hope she keeps showing more of them on TV. Fantastic. People's like, why do people want to spoil things? Like, not everyone is on Twitter every second of the day.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they warned us about that.
Yeah, otherwise I probably would have just got up and walked out.
Bringing poison back into WWE.
Always good to bring back the poison. Let's see what happens. Bring back the stupid and see where it gets ya.
Watch it implode.
Watch nobody even react in a good way, and then what do?
Triple H don't care.
You keep them? You just waste money and throw it away? Anyways, so he's like, if you're living in Detroit, you'll be watching SmackDown at 10:30 p.m.
It's a good time to listen to it.
Yeah, I guess some NFL football's happening.
You guys can watch it on the Fox app. It does play live.
Yes. Yeah, that you can watch it live if you're able to.
The botching going on in this match right now is
great.
On another level.
It's fantastic. I am impressed.
It's that Shotzi Blackheart. I think you quit this show.
Why is she botching so badly, though? That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe she's not that good.
I don't know. I thought she was.
Oh.
So my question is it her or is it who she's working with that's the problem?
Aaliyah?
Yeah. I mean, is it like who she's having to work with and they don't have really good chemistry? Is there her tag partner she doesn't have chemistry with? Is it people she's wrestling against she doesn't have chemistry with? Because I don't remember Shotzi being like this when she was in NXT against people, but I didn't really see her against Aaliyah, so I couldn't tell you.
Right. There are certain people that don't need to be on the main roster.
Right. Luke's like, do you think if I asked for a week of no wrestling on TV so I could rest, anyone would listen? Luke, you know what, honey bunny? You are more than welcome to take a week off if you need to. We will totally survive without you. I mean, we won't like it, but we can. So if you need to take a time off and just hang out with Jade and the animals and do some stuff around your house and regather yourself, take that for your mental health, my friend. Do, okay? I mean, I'm being serious about that. I mean, I know there's still wrestling on, but in all reality, like, just do some, quick watch-ups. You don't have to sit and watch the whole thing.
I used to, before we started doing this, I would just DVR it and then just fast forward through things and to see who won.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's something specifically that you want to watch, I would say just, give yourself a break. It's fine. Everybody needs it. They really do.
Come on, raise up, take your shirt off, twist around your hand, spin it like a helicopter, North Carolina. Come on, raise up.
Is that how you do it? Oh, get her! Oh, poor Shotzi got elbowed or shouldered.
Yeah, she did. It's called a shoulder block. Or a shoulder tackle.
Raquel's like, I really just want to wear these onesies.
Yeah, that's what they do
with her outfit just because she wants to show off her back.
That's not even impressive.
It's
really just better than it was because she was a fat girl.
Right.
Like, I get where she's coming from.
I don't understand why the dimples, like the big divots, those are kind of creepy, actually.
Well, you're supposed to have those, but I mean, when you're when you're getting there.
Oh, I have dimples, but it's a different kind of dimpling. It's one of these. Ha ha! This makes me adorable.
Shots. See, she just can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe
what's
she
going
shouldn't
on.
be on the main roster.
I don't know.
1, 2, so close.
She's like,
Raquel's just a one-woman wrecking crew, and now that she's up, Triple H liked her, so she's Triple H's next thing. So
thingy.
1, 2, and 3. Raquel and Aaliyah move forward. Yeah, that's Triple H doing his favorites.
Rodriguez gave the big whatever thing.
That's a power bomb,
A
yeah.
power bomb to poor Xylee, so there you go.
And it's over.
Film says, hey, Picola, good to see you, friend. Happy Friday. Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz says, do you think we get any surprises tonight? I don't know. Suppose everybody's saying Hit Row's back. Barf. Not a surprise for me, but garbage. But, you know, hey, maybe they were impressive to somebody else. Ugh. Oh.
It's like an NXT takeover.
Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says, what going you, IRD Travis?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying. Are you saying, what's going on? How are you? I don't know, friend. Your words are weird. Picole's like, hey guys, people in this movie die. Twitterverse told me that shit. Oh my god, really, Piccola? Like, that is so amazing. Walter's like, LOL, funny in Hollywood. Robbie's like, he looked ill. He did. He looks fucking disgusting. He looks sick as fuck. Bill's like, hello, Robbie, happy Friday. And Vindicator in the chat. Hey, Vindicator in the chat.
Yes.
Says, I'm in the chat, Dalitha. Can you see me? Are you John Cena? Where are you? I totally can't see your name. Hey, is that Travis over there with you? Hi, Travis. Peace. So, where did the colorful background vanish to? Travis murdered it.
What was that?
The colorful background with the murderish. He decided he didn't want to do green screen anymore, guys. We're gonna probably revamp some stuff. It'll be fun, right? Every anniversary, about every quarter, Travis gets a bug up his bum. It needs to change.
No, it's just that I want it to be right, and I haven't found that yet.
Robbie says, yes, film, yo, I've been on Loudmouth Soup. Loudmouth Soup as in you drink a whole bunch of booze? Is that what we call loudmouth soup is booze? Pickle's like, it's immaculate. Wrestling is great. Walter's like, congrats on Kenan Thompson on getting a star on his name actor.
Yeah, who's that? Who's Kenan Thompson?
I don't know who that is, but cool. Looks like it's so weird. Paul looked infinitely healthier and better on Logan Paul's podcast than he did for the WrestleMania launch. Yeah, I don't know if it was the lighting, the makeup they put on him, or whatever it was, but whatever they did to him looked hideous. He made him look so dead. Like he had this weird grayish weird undertone to his skin in his face. But the rest of his body was like flushed extremely red. And just to let you guys know, when you have flushing like that, usually means that you're having heart problems. And we all know he does have a heart issue. Paul could literally die at any second. I mean, really, that's horrible to say. I don't want that to really happen. But with the problems he has, it is a huge possibility, unfortunately. I feel bad for the guy, really. That's kind of scary.
I'm on the fence.
I mean, I don't want him to die because he has kids.
I don't want him dead.
Like, I don't want him to, like, have any problems because he has kids.
Looking at things, I maybe wouldn't mind if he left.
But with things that are happening, I'm kind of like,
I'm on the fence right
you're kind of pushing things too quickly, and I think you're going to fuck people over, but whatever. Rob is like, Dee, these gals are rusty, aren't they? Well,
but like, I don't want him to have a heart attack.
Travis, right? Robbie says, I had a lovely break, been out with a few workmates, then met my other mates after. So you left the insane asylum with people. You're not supposed to let them out of the facility, Robbie, just saying. And then you met up with your other crazy people. Got it. Looks like, nah, I'm good. I've decided to cut some wrestling shows out of my schedule. I won't be here for AEW Wednesday nights. And maybe not pay-per-views, but I'll get here for all WWE. I'm an OG Gabster, LOL. I totally understand. AEWs are a little weird. Wednesday nights. Chris says, don't like Raquel ring gear. Looks like Tamina ring gear. Right? Killer Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. She's just standing there, but he's babbling at his face, so, I mean, it means something.
I know, they're like Let's give him a manager and then have her just sit there and look good.
Yeah.
I feel like she should probably talk.
Walter says, okay, good match. Sophie says, when you had no sound, I thought it was a joke. Robbie's like, I like watching the gab. Helps me chill after a hectic day working at the nut house. Like real people and real stuff. Looks like, honestly, Shotzi looks like she lost all her confidence since the Money in the Bank match. She used to be fearless but clean, but now she seems nervous and questioning herself on every move.
Oh, Drew McIntyre coming out.
I guess that could be it. Seems weird, but I guess it could be the thing.
They're watching Drew in the back.
Ew, isn't that creepy? Creepers.
It's supposed to be creepy.
What a bunch of creepers. Seriously.
They're doing creepy things with, what's his name on Raw also. They're at the end.
Who's creepy?
Ah, fuck, don't make me try to think of his name. Dexter Lumos.
Oh, the creeper. They're all creepers to me anymore. They're like those things in Minecraft. That's what they remind me of. The creepers in Minecraft.
These two?
Yeah, like, not Drew, but like Killer Kross and what he's doing, or whatever the fuck his name is. Chris Cross, Karrion. And then Dexter Lumis.
Jump.
Like.
The Daddy Mac will make you jump.
Yeah, that guy. Anyways, so, yeah, they remind me of the creepers off of Minecraft. Which I only know because of McKenna and you playing it. Yeah, they're creepy as fuck. Chris was like, what the fuck is Raquel's new theme song? It sounds terrible. You can probably thank Triple H for that. But, you know, he's making great changes, right? Sophie says, expect a lot of released talent to be back at WWE TV in upcoming months.
I would assume so.
And all the people that you guys like and are your favorites, don't be surprised when they go away and their contracts are null and void and they're fired. Just saying.
It's going to happen.
Because they have to put the money somewhere else.
We saw with AEW, Triple H obviously likes his NXT guys. The Young Bucks hinted at it on Wednesday. What's that name of that group? Anyways,
Elite
Fish O'Reilly.
They're
What's the other
fucking
one?
Undisputed.
Undisputed. They're not going to be here for very long. I mean, so Triple H is trying to get them out. That'll just be the downfall of WWE if they bring Fish and O'Reilly up to the main roster and have them do anything.
Yeah.
I don't mind having them on rosters, but whose spot are they taking?
Yep.
I do feel like WWE could use a few more wrestlers.
Yes, of course.
Like, they use the same, 8 guys.
They do, and they need to use more guys and stuff like that, but they have so many men on their roster and people on their roster that they aren't even utilizing. But they're going to bring back people that were let go, whether it was for budget cuts, whether it was because they didn't get along with Vince. I don't give a flying fuck. How many people out there don't get along with their bosses and you still fucking keep your trucking job? Like, you can't get along with your boss because you're like, ew, he's an asshole. You know, I actually worked for an asshole and it taught me a lot of lessons about how to deal with people in life. Just saying. Maybe they should have learned something from it instead of being little douchebags. But now they're all back because, those poor people, Triple H felt bad for them. So now they're coming back. They're getting huge contracts. They're getting lots of money to come back, right? So what's going to happen to all these other guys
Money's not
that maybe you like to see? Isn't it?
No.
It's not an issue anymore? All of a sudden it's not an issue?
There's no issue with
It's
money.
just no issue?
It's a billion-dollar company.
Oh, so it's no issue where before it used to be an issue, so now
Right,
in a recession it's no issue?
I think they're calling it an issue money-wise because Vince just wanted to get rid of some people. It made no sense. Like, the contracts he was getting rid of weren't that much. Especially the NXT people.
Some of them were, though.
Bray Wyatt, only guy that made
Braun Strowman.
millions. $1 million a year.
That's a lot for somebody who doesn't really do much.
Right, but he's paying Brock 12, Roman 6.
Yeah. But people like him.
People love Bray Wyatt, by the way.
They do.
Absolutely love Bray Wyatt.
Yes. And they had an issue because they couldn't get along. But does that mean he'll come back? You know what? In all reality, I feel like Bray wouldn't. I don't think he could get along with stupid Triple H either.
I'm sure they handled each other fine in NXT.
Maybe.
But I think Triple H should bring him back to job him out.
Yes.
I do believe that he's going to bring him back, but he'll have him losing to people like Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole.
Oh, Mustafa Ali. Throw him in there too.
Ali, yeah. I don't see them having huge plans for Bray if they bring him back. I mean, they'll use him, but I don't see him being anything where he was.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to see the Wyatt family back, but they'll probably bring him back as the Fiend.
Yeah.
But after what they did to Bobby, it's like, that's what irritates me. Granted, Bobby won, but the match shouldn't have been anywhere near that close.
No.
And that's how I know that it's heading the wrong direction.
Yep.
They're basically trying to push Ciampa, or Ciampa, however you say it, Ciampa.
Sure. Whatever
down
his name
your
is.
throat, and that's just bad for business.
Yeah, I really don't want to see orcs on my TV. Not a big fan.
Like Neville.
Films like Let's Go Raquel Rodriguez, which she did win, and Robbie says, yeah, Irie means goodwill. Okay. Sophie says it will be interesting to see how many former WWE superstars will show up on Raw and SmackDown every week. Robbie says, yes, I've been out, had a few drinks. Sweet. Daz says, has Rampage been on yet? No, it should be on in its normal time, my friend.
Yeah, it's on after SmackDown.
Robbie says, nah, doesn't. Sophie says, rumors are if they are going to do Kross versus Roman at some point, we might get it on a future SmackDown or Survivor Series, which is weird because Kross is going after Drew right now, so who knows what's going to happen between him and Roman. Film says, can't wait for Sasha Banks to come back soon. I miss her. I never want to see her again on my TV film, so I would be better off if she never showed her stupid fucking dumbass face ever again.
But it's going to happen, so hopefully you're ready for it.
And I don't want it. Chris says, Kross baby. Robbie says, D, can DVR it for you, Daz? No, I can't because I don't watch it. Film says, yes, they won. Let's go. Raquel and Aaliyah. Yes, they did. Sophie says, seems like they wiped the slate clean with the return of Kross. Drew's out here talking. Sorry, I was trying to catch up on chat. Well, we had a conversation, so now I'm behind.
Well, that's good. That's
Not
what
really.
we're here for.
No, I'm behind. For everybody, maybe have good questions or something, so...
People think that I'm going to rant and rave.
Oh, all the horrible things he's going to do to him. Sweet.
What's he going to do to him?
I don't know.
Drew's never won a title in front of fans. And Vince liked this guy. Not sure that Triple H gives a rat's ass about him.
Yeah, he sounds like a nice guy. Oh, yay, trash! Oh, great. Now he's talking about himself. Like, he's a victim. Great. Alright, well...
he's a babyface. All the babyfaces are victims.
Oh, great. On the victimness. So it's like Roman isn't scheduled for Extreme Rules in October. Daz says, here's a question for you both. Who do you think will team with the Bucks in the Triple Tag Tournament?
Kenny Omega. You might as well pencil it in. You could probably write that down with ink.
Sophie says, I feel like Drew might actually beat Roman at the UK show. Robbie says, do you feel that that's a thing?
I just want to see how they're going to do it. Like, it's easy to predict things this far out, but if it's a triple threat, then one of them's in there to lose, so Roman loses the belt. But if they do two separate matches, one for each belt, I think we're going to get a Theory cash-in. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen. I doubt they're going to take both titles off of Roman.
Right. Yeah, he's got to still be a champion somewhere, so...
But they keep showing, like, even there on the ad, they showed both belts. They cut it in half and have the blue one on the black one.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still saying it's undisputed.
Right.
Right now. That's today.
Robbie says, D, after a day of random shouting and patience, shouting nonsense, and being bonkers, the gap is a dream. Are you sure about that? Robbie's like, D will make you jump. And Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. Looks like, even in the indies, Shotzi did absolute insane moves, but never botched. But I honestly think her mistakes at Money in the Bank got in her head. Plus, I'm sure her mistakes were noticed by the people in charge, they had things to say to her. I think she's just lost. Maybe
Get
Paul.
her head right. Well, anyways, here comes Karrion.
Get on track, but it needs to happen fast, as she is kind of a danger in the ring currently.
See, this is the more exciting things, because he wasn't getting this with Vince.
Right.
Triple H is going to do long, drawn-out, theatrical entrances, and I like that.
Yeah. Which is fine. I don't really have anything against this, but...
It's too bad they just can't have a mixture. But Vince is very hard-headed. The crazy thing is Vince used to do it in the old days. Like, everything was cooler.
Yeah.
It's like, it almost was like he was just in a hurry every week.
Yeah, well, it's weird, though, because he didn't push like there was actual matches to do, so it's just weird that, you know.
Look at this. The Usos attack Drew McIntyre. Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
While she looks on. Isn't that kind of weird? So the Uso Penitentiary. But we didn't see Karrion.
Chris was like, they fucked up Drew's stats. It said first British champ. Are you fucking kidding me? He's Scottish. Okay, he's Scottish, but the question is, did they mean British champ as in for NXT UK?
I don't think he ever wrestled there. But I have no idea.
And in all reality there, Chris, sorry to burst a little bubble of love there, but Scotland is in Britain.
Right.
Just saying. Daz says, Robbie, any idea what matches James is doing this weekend? Robbie says, boo, Ayla. So says Triple H is going to fix whatever Vince and Bruce messed up with the WWE. You keep thinking that, Sophie. You keep thinking it until something happens you don't like, and then you'll be like, why'd they do that?
Look behind. He's going to come behind him, right? No? Maybe not. He's got the same message for you.
Oh,
he's always got to put
something?
the Uso. Yeah, they said they're going to put him in the ground.
Oh. That's great.
3D.
Yeah. Wow, she's so intimidating.
It's very cartoony still in WWE with the Usos. Like, you could tell the NXT guys and the WWE guys, and it's like a color thing. I like how the bright colors and the shiny and the glossy pants.
Glossy pants.
The fancy pants that the Usos have on.
Fancy pants. Sophie's like, most of the people that got released due to budget cuts shouldn't have gotten released in the first place. I don't agree with that statement at all. There's some of them that really deserve to be released. Like, majorly. They're just...
A few.
Just garbage.
Some of them aren't good.
Yeah.
And so it didn't really matter.
Like, why would you have them? Ayla says, is delete the echoey or is it my headphones? And Luke says she's not echoey. To me, Ayla and Robbie said the same thing, so it might just be Ayla's headphones. Robbie says, D, most of the wrestlers are just there for the money. Right, so it doesn't mean they're talented. Good to know. Sophie says, we don't know how many talent Paul has been on with the phone with the past couple of weeks. Chris says, I think the budget cuts were actually Vince releasing people to get money to pay the women off. Yeah, Chris, because he has none of his own. That's it. Ayla says, yeah, it was my headphone. And Vindicator says, time to update your 19th century equipment again, Ayla. JVD in the chat. Hey, JVD, nice to see you. Says, hey, what's up, everyone? Ayla says, I have the Samsung earbuds. Vin, pretty fancy.
Have those also.
Robbie says, Ayla, I wouldn't let you set up 50 Cent's concerts. And Piccolo says, okay, trivia questions tonight are based on wrestler debuts and departures. Sweet. Ayla's like, is 50 Cent still alive? JVD says, Ayla, yes.
Yeah, he's a water millionaire.
Is he?
Yeah. So I made his money. Water.
That's funny. Robbie's like, as alive as you, Ayla. JVD's like, what's up, Piccola? I was like, oh, okay, so breathing but dead inside. Exactly. Robbie's like, don't be tight, D. DVR it for Daz. I'm sure Daz doesn't want to come to my house to watch it, Robbie. I can't share it with him. So he's like, the WWE has been the talk of the town since Paul took over creative. No, that's weird, Sophie. It's not the talk of my town. People don't even know what the fuck WWE is in my town. Piccolo's like, on May 2015, here's your trivia question. On May 2015, whose debut was introduced by Bret Hart as a challenger against John Cena in the U.S. Title Open Challenge?
No idea. A Canadian of some sort, maybe? Kevin Owens?
Is that your guess?
Well, I'm trying to think of a Canadian.
Well, there's a couple of them.
Is there?
One of them you like. He plays with the Bloodline sometimes.
Sammy wasn't there at that time, though.
But he's a Canadian, so. Oh, Jinder Mahal's a Canadian.
Jinder Mahal. That's pretty funny.
Edge is a Canadian. I'm just naming all the people that people say are Canadians. Brock's kind of a Canadian. Yeah. He's half Canadian because of his wife. Just kidding.
I don't know if she is, but
I don't know.
I think she is. But.
I think wouldn't she be Canadian because isn't he from the States?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Anyways, Chris says he said hospital. Says Roman isn't on SmackDown again. Shocking, not. Robbie says question out of all the women on Raw and SmackDown who really deserves a championship title. None of them. I think they should just get rid of women's championships altogether.
The women's roster, who deserves a championship?
Title. Who really deserves it? You want to think about that? You think on that.
Becky. I'd put a title on Becky in a heartbeat. Maybe Asuka, but she'd have to work for it. Raquel's going to be close. Rhea Ripley could... I mean, if Rhea wrestled Esther, I'd pick her immediately.
Right.
So are they changing the Intercontinental title? Or are they just showing it? Never mind.
They're just showing all the background stuff of it. They've done that the last few times. Vindicator says, in a way, Drew reminds me a little of Scott Hall with his new unfiltered attitude. So he says Karrion Kross almost went to AEW, and then Karrion Kross said he has been in talks with Paul in the past few months. Robbie says no one watches NXT UK. It's a dead show to most. And Ayla says, wait, I thought Scotland was in Britain. It is. Robbie says, D, why did they do that? Walter's like, hey, Ayla. So he's like, they're setting up the Usos versus Drew and Kross with the way this segment ended. Chris says, Scarlett looking so good tonight. Ayla's like, or Britain was in Scotland. Same thing. Robbie's like, Ayla has a chant for herself. Ayla's like, hi, Walter. And Walter's like, the Usos, boo, Karrion Kross, next WWE, in a new WWE champ. Oh.
Maybe. I think he's just going to weaken him up for Theory's cash-in, though.
Yeah,
I really do believe that. I don't think Triple H should put a title on one of the new guys immediately.
I don't know. He's kind of a douche right now, so maybe he would. So it was like we also could see a lot of call-ups as well. Rose says, hey, I want to know if you will be my gal, LOL. He was like, what is my chant? Chris says, that wasn't TV 14. Scarlett was going to give Drew a lap dance. Impact Days. Good times. Yeah.
All right.
I was like, that's the chant. He was like, oh. So it was like, rip Anne Heche. I didn't know that Anne Heche died. It was like boring. She's our
actress.
Yes, thank you. As Walter says, yes, she's an actress. It was like boring, and JBD says, what y'all eat for dinner? I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I have not either.
Then he says, Travis, who do you think is prettier between Scarlett and Maurice? They're kind of different pretties.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think one's prettier than the other. I think they're just different pretty.
Right, yeah. Maurice is a little bit older. She's a little bit more mature looking. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Maurice in her prime's better.
Yeah.
If you
go back when she first came on to WWE.
But if you go that way, then Tori Wilson's the best.
Yeah. Right?
But that doesn't work because Tori's not as hot as them now.
It was like, I haven't eaten yet. And so it was like the WWE brought a lot of fans back and some even subscribed to Peacock.
Good.
Robbie says, D, which one wrestler on SmackDown annoys you? All of them. People says, wasn't there some kind of
popular... getting jacked. Kendo's stick getting busted all over him by Kofi.
Poor Viking Raiders are getting beat by a stick.
Lots of sticks.
Kofi's all sorts of angry.
Yeah, Ibar's wrestling Kofi tonight. But it looks like Kofi's in a little bit of trouble. He's getting beat up here.
So I'm not exactly sure why they're doing this. I feel like there's a crime happening, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to think about it. Like that.
It's wrestling.
When he hit him with his shield,
shit.
like, should we feel bad? Yeah, I don't feel bad. People's like,
Kofi's done.
Oh, poor
Kofi's
guy.
toast.
Oh my God,
they're
dragging his dead body down there.
Drag his corpse.
Piccolo says, wasn't there some kind of popular CD with Gregorian monk chants? I think so. Pretty sure.
Oh, shit.
Robbie's like, Ayla, what's in your fridge?
Barricade.
And Luke guessed Sami Zayn. And, what's her face? Sophie cast Sami Zayn for the question from P. Cola.
Maybe he was there. Maybe that's his debut.
Ayla, Robbie wants to know what's in Ayla's fridge. That's kind of gross, dude.
Ugh.
Ayla's like my refrigerator that I own or the one in my in-laws. Nothing. In mine, it's not even plugged in. Mold in the other. So it's like, it is Sami Zayn. Robbie's like, Sophie, that's a lot of bull. Not many have come back or sub to Peacock. Chris says the answer was Sami Zayn versus Cena. JVD's like, Ayla laughing. Pico says, I woke up from a nap, JVD. Haven't thought about food. Who thinks about food when they first wake up? Because I don't.
That's why I can fast until 1 o'clock.
Right?
Because I forget. And if I can stay busy in that time.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So Kofi basically got his ass beat after he tried to beat up the Viking Raiders with a stick.
He's the one that jumped down.
It backfired on him from him trying to attack them, Walter, just so you know. And it didn't work out.
He was smacking the bull on the ass.
He would hope.
You ever done that? Run out in the field and smack the bull on the ass?
No, I've never done that. I was never around cattle like that.
It's pretty fun. They never chased you, by the way.
Like
your hand hitting them did nothing.
Right. They're like, ow, you smack. What was that?
You have to use like a bull whip.
Like, is that a fly? What's happening?
And then they would just probably run from you. Although bulls can get pretty vicious.
Yeah, I think they have to get pretty worked up.
We had one called Satan.
Was he mean like that? Did he attack you?
He sounded like a grizzly bear. As he would go through the areas.
Did he sound like that Braun Breaker guy? Abby Normal?
Yeah. Parker Bordeaux.
Whatever the fuck his name is. Parker Bordeaux. What a fucking weirdo. That guy looks like I don't even know what to say he looks like, but he don't look like a normal person. Piccolo said that. Walter says Sami Zayn, and GBD says, Piccolo and I had lemon pepper rotisserie chicken. That sounds fun.
Yummy. Is that from Costco?
No, I don't think they make lemon pepper rotisserie chicken at Costco. Maybe he made it himself. No, he probably got it from someplace.
And you can do a beer butt chicken.
I'm guessing it was from, where is that? What is that place? There's a chicken place that like has those kind of things. What is that?
Costco.
No. It's like an actual like restaurant
chicken.
or whatever. They don't do rotisserie chickens. Robbie says, D, I agree, none deserve it. Sophie says, wow, they're doing the same thing for the U.S. Championship, for the Intercontinental Championship, as they should. They should both be worth something. Piccolo says, did you have sides, JVD? Chris says, Shotzi really deserves a title, but I wouldn't send her back to NXT and give her a run with title to repackage her, just like Mandy, and call it Mandy and Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, no, Shotzi right now is a long ways away from a championship.
Yeah.
If you ever see it, I'd be surprised. Unless it's a tag belt.
Right?
But after seeing her just tonight and the last time we watched her wrestle, not very impressed.
Yeah, definite confidence issue. I agree with Luke on that one. There's something happening in her mind that's not really portraying how she was. Because I don't remember her being like that in NXT when we watched her, because she was really good. We watched a few of them. We're like, wow, she's pretty good. They should call her up, blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember when she first got called up her being that weird and botchy. Like,
Right.
She did really good.
Well, they were going to put her in there against Charlotte right out of the gate.
Yeah, and she did pretty good that one time, even with Tegan Knox and helping out and stuff, so I don't know. Anyways, JVD had mashed potatoes and corn with his lemon pepper rotisserie chicken. What the hell is that? There is a specific type of place.
Eatery?
Yes, there's an eatery that like has like all kinds of different things like that. Anyways, Sophie said, and we don't have them here.
Or do you not go in?
I don't know if you go in and like sit down and eat like a restaurant, or if you can do both. Anyways.
Oh, there's Sammy. Speak of the devil. And he up here.
Sophie says, Bruce, it sounds like it's still in charge of creative for NXT. Robbie says, D, you're better looking than Scarlett any day of the week. Well, we know you're drunk, so we know what's talking is the booze.
He's knocking on Roman's door.
What the fuck? EWE Network in the chat. Hi, EWE. Nice to see you in the chat. How are you? Sophie says, doesn't Impact have a pay-per-view tonight as well or something? I don't think. I have no idea what's
on a Friday?
with Impact.
Maybe. I thought they were on Saturdays, but...
Oh, shit.
Oh, Drew McIntyre attacking the Usos.
Drew attacked him. What? He's like, bitches, I'll show you attacking me out of nowhere. So it was like, doesn't Chris says IC title time, Gunther baby, and Walter says Drew Mac next in line for a title
I thought
shot.
for sure it was too. They were advertising it, so I even wrote it down on my paper, and then they did the Vikings, so that must be later on in the night.
Why are they circling their faces and pointing at them? This is so strange.
Jobbers.
Oh, so it's like, wow, Diddy isn't eating. That is history making. Yeah, isn't it? Oh my gosh, you're just so lucky. You better write it down in your fucking diary for later. Walter says, boo, Gunther. Robbie's like, DM choosing you over any other WWE woman every time. It's kind of weird, Robbie, but okay. Walter's like, yes, Sophie Impact has a pay-per-view, so I said we know SmackDown will be going to FS1 when the World Series begin. Yeah, we're looking so into the future for that.
It is Hit Row, guys. Hit Row is back. I don't know their names either. Her name was B Fab or Be Real. Be Fab.
Be fucking dumb. That's a good one.
Ashante. What was the other guy's name? Shante Adonis. What was the other guy?
I wasn't listening. I refuse to listen to this garbage.
Top Dollar. So why are they putting him in there with jobbers? I think she lost like a lot of weight. Hopefully she's not sick. I don't remember her being so thin. Kids, meth, not even once. Not even once.
Body dysmorphia much. People, don't do anorexia or throw up your food. Just don't do it.
He was in the NFL. He's got a huge belly.
He puts Keith Lee to a rival there with his belly.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the arms.
Oh, whoops. I guess he messed up. I hope he hurt himself. Ew, God, this is so fucking gross.
Are they throwing up gang signs?
I think so. Great.
That's good.
Hey, that's
Is this part
great
of the
for business.
14 stuff? I got Brandon Scott, and the other guy's Trevor something.
Oh, the jobber guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they even had names.
Yeah. Trevor Irvin.
Oh, this guy's really bad at his whatever he's supposed to be doing as his job here. He's like, he's like, hey, dude on the back, can you hold on to me so I can do this move?
All right, let's end this match. They're literally taking 5 minutes to beat real jobbers, like professional jobbers.
Wow. Ila's back there saying, do you think Duluth will get a championship thing? Oh, that's gross, man. Sophie's like, oh, this weird feud is still going on. And Finn says, once Roman Reigns is done being WWE champion, who do you think should take over the new WWE champion?
There's plenty of people that can take that spot, so.
Yeah. JVD says, I still go back and watch the reaction to Sami Zayn match at Mania and laugh my fucking ass off.
Oh, it's great.
So it must be really good.
It was the one with John Knoxville.
Oh, that's right. Walter's like, Gunther will chop his guy. That's funny. Robbie's like, Ayla, buy a title for D off of the shop. Film says, I'm still wanting WWE to brand split the Universal Champion to Raw. And Sophie says, there are rumors that we are getting a draft sometime after the UK pay-per-view. Some wrestlers are going to get repackaged after it as well. Robbie says, D, you don't need to. You have food on your bedside table ready. Oh, that's really sweet. So now you're saying I just eat myself to death on a daily basis?
What's his Swerve Scott with these guys?
I thought so. I thought he was the leader.
But now he's over in AEW. He's the champion over there.
I thought he was the leader of the bunch, but I don't remember. I really didn't pay much attention to him because they're garbage. It was like, okay, Robbie, if you get her some jeweled manties from your mom. So it was like, and wrestlers could get their name back under Triple H now. Sure, and I hope that they never get to use their name anywhere else. Walter's like, how's your daughter doing? Is she home?
No.
Of course she's not home. She's 16, guys. And she's doing fine. Her little surgery, plastic surgery on her face is probably healing pretty good. Oh, hey, that guy died.
Jean LaBelle.
I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
But he's dead now.
90 years old.
Sad.
It's a full life.
That is a full life, even if he was a wrestler at some point. It's pretty good. Robbie says, Ayla, enjoy Ayla's like mantis. Sophie's like, how's your dog doing?
He chained Chuck Norris.
Did he? This guy?
Yeah.
Our dogs are doing pretty good, Sophie. Everybody's doing pretty healthy. Our one dog that has seizures hasn't had one for a while.
He was a 9th degree black belt.
We're going to thank heavens for that he's not having seizures, which is good.
Yeah, he hasn't had one in like 6 weeks.
I know, it's crazy. Shh, don't tell anybody. Jamie D says, I got it from Stacks. It's a store by me. Oh, that's cool, man. His chicken. Yeah, I know that there's like places that do that. Sophie's like, they should announce the Royal Rumble location soon. Pickle says, which AEW star had his final WWE match and a tag team match against Angel Garcia and Bobby Lashley on a Raw main event? Which AEW star had his final WWE match and a tag match against Angel Garcia and Bobby Lashley on a Raw main event? Bryan Danielson. That's who I'm guessing.
Yeah. Keith Lee, I don't know.
James Sotelo says, hi, how are you both? Good, James. How are you doing, my man? How's it going for you? You doing good this nice Friday night? Pico says, do you guys have QT gas stations? Right, JVD?
QT Marshall? No.
QT gas stations for JVD in Chicago. Sophie says, that trivia question is hard because I don't remember. Robbie says, do you think Paul DVR AEW? Yes. He probably watches it intently because he's in love with Adam Cole. Film's like, let's go Sami Zayn, and Sophie says Roman Reigns isn't
Up
there.
next,
I thought
the contract signing, guys. Shayna Baszler and the champion.
Sweet. JVD says, Piccolo not by me. We got BP and Speedway gas stations by me. Robbie's like, nah, not drunk, tipsy. Walter's like, yes, good job, McIntyre. Who are these idiots? They're your new people that you love.
No, he was talking about probably the jobbers.
Oh, the jobber people. Oh, yeah, Sophie, those jobber
Brandon
people.
Scott and Trevor.
Something. Robbie's like, Drew's got no chance really against the Usos. He beat him in the back, so that's good. Pickle's like, oh, who's gonna smush these bros? And Sophie's like, look who's back. Their rumors were true. And Robbie's like, not even tipsy, sobering up now. And Ayla's like, well, Sophie, a mirror helps. Sorry, kinda. Walter's like, thanks, Paul, for bringing back wrestlers. Yeah, some garbage wrestlers that didn't do anything, but, you know, hey, they're so good. Sophie's like, I'm surprised they kept the Hit Row name. JV's like, I can care less about Hit Row. Me and you as well. And Zayla says, yeah, Death Row is better. They should be Death Row. Pico's like, we need to get through these questions, guys. It'll be nice if you can get through the chat. I know, right, Picola? Sophie's like, I wonder if they will explain why their leader isn't there. Robbie's like, Ayla doing up MJ talking to the man in the mirror. Pico's like, I'm a G-Thang fan myself, Ayla. JVD's laughing. James is like, I got stung in the arm by a bee. My arm is red and I feel a fever. It's mice on it. Chris says, you can take the rest of the night off. You don't want to watch anymore. Exactly. Ayla's like, G-string fat Lisa. Sophie's like, wow, 3 out of 4 members of her are back. There's like 7 people that Paul brought back since he took over creative. JVD's like, Ayla, I agree. Pico's like, nope, that's Cisco. Ha ha. Robbie's like, that guy in the ring looks like a B-Tech Brian Danielson. Walter's like, James got a Tylenol, feel better. Sophie says, didn't they do this type of match like the week before they got released?
I don't remember.
Robbie says, hit
Definitely
row
not
with
a team
cheap win.
much care about.
Walter's like, hit row for the win. And Ayla says, Dalitha's about to have a coronary. And JVD says, Ayla, she is. And Vindicator says, Top Dollar is one of those big guys. You love Travis. Someday he might replace Gunther as Intercontinental Champ. Top Dollar isn't a big guy that you'd look at and say, gosh, he's so physically fit. I want to watch him beat people. He doesn't have
any strength.
Did you see him?
I only like big guys that are strong.
He botched him as a complete moron out there.
Like, I like Keith Lee. You could see his strength. I like Bray Wyatt. You could see his strength. I don't like Kevin Owens. You can't see his strength.
They're nothing like Mark Henry. Like, absolutely nothing.
Oh, come on.
Fuck. I mean, if you want to talk about a guy who's big and he's not, like, doesn't show all his muscles, but he's a big, strong guy, fucking Mark Henry. And I will compare every one of these little fucks on here to him from now on. Especially, like, that Hit Row guy. Garbage. He's a piece of shit. He totally fucking botched when he was with a jobber, for fuck's sake. You telling me you can't even beat a jobber clean? Fuck off. You don't even deserve a job. You don't deserve to be a wrestler. You should go back to whatever it is you did before. I don't care. Maybe they should have been doing something instead of sitting on their assholes trying to come up with some other dumbass gimmick, but they couldn't, so they had to go back to being themselves. Oh, I can't come up with anything. I better just be Hit Row again.
Gunther in the back.
Fucking dumb bastards. Fucking stupid.
Gunther's getting pretty ripped. He's really skinny, though. It's kind of like a Cody. That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah, he's starting to look a little bit like that with his...
He's very lengthy.
His body is shaped, huh? So it was like they kept the music doesn't swerve on the track. Piccolo says, pretty sure D had a stroke. Robbie's like, I'm not sure. Sean Connery? Sean Connery? It was like Robbie, 2 different words.
Connery.
You tell him. He's gonna suffer. He's gonna suffer, dude.
Ludwig Kaiser.
I think Toasty Marshmallow isn't sure what to say because she's like, you're going to totally suffer. I don't know what else he said, but you're going to suffer. But he was like, pretty sure D had a stroke. Robbie's like, Ayla, not just... Oh, I read that. Ayla's like, Robbie, 2 different words. And Vinegar says, but Hero will never be the acclaimed. Film's like, I hope Liv Morgan's arm will feel better. Robbie's like, you know what I meant, Ayla.
Hey, Ronda Rousey's there, guys. They brought Ronda Rousey back, too.
Oh, no, there she is. Where did she come from? Oh, that's so weird.
All I know is Liv Morgan made me a Ronda Rousey fan, so I didn't even like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
and
I don't like any
Shayna
of them.
Baszler's going to be one of my faves here in a minute.
What
in the fuck does she have on? Look at the bottoms. Is that her hips that she's showing? Little hips?
Yes, I think.
She just came in from the back. You notice she is getting in shape. Yeah, that's nice.
It's slowly but surely happening.
Well, yeah, it's
going to. She had a baby, so we got to lose all the baby
because of
junk.
My actions at SummerSlam. Crowd's actually cheering for her now.
Yeah. Robbie says, you know what I meant, Ayla? So he's like, Paul is keeping you on your toes. You're not much former wrestler or wrestler.
Look at all the money.
Show back up.
Look, she's paying her fine.
Week. Oh, yeah, you better tell him. It was like, nope, not a clue. Film's like, I don't want Liv to wrestle with a broken arm.
Being the baddest gets expensive.
Film, I really want her arm to be broken.
As she does make $2 million a year doing this shit.
Right? Piccolo says Brian Danielson honors him by using a submission move called the label lock. Huh. Bro was like, Ayla clueless as standard. Film's like, hello, Ayla. Chris says, D, I'm sorry, you have to go through this.
The tiny little... Is that Whitney Houston? It's a little Whitney Houston looking lady. She's pretty. Look how skinny she is, though.
She's a tiny little thing, isn't she? She's like, I'm security. Are you?
Ronda, don't rip her arm off. She's tiny.
Don't rip her arm off and beat her with it. She needs that arm. Anyways, Sophie's like, Keith Lee. Jimmy says, yeah, Top Floppa is back. Yeah. Robbie's like, don't feel sorry for Dee. She loves it. Whatever, Robbie. Chris like, Liv Morgan, heel time. And Pico's like, quick time. I seen the convenience stores while I was in St. Louis.
Oh.
So he says,
she got Shayna Baszler's face at the top.
Good.
So Shayna doesn't come out to music?
I don't know what's happening.
You can't just do that. What are you doing?
Play by the rules.
You-
Oh, Lord.
You used to be a killer.
Ew, you better go back to being a killer. With
Come on, Shayna. Be your old self.
Maybe you should not take makeup pointers from your friend there because your eyes look terrible. You look like a raccoon. Why are you doing that to yourself?
She's always done that.
No, her eyes doesn't always look like that.
Hopefully she does get back together with Ronda and they become a little bit of a faction. I don't want to see them as a tag team, though.
Oh, the answer was Miro, formerly Rusev. Oh, damn it! Oh, I didn't even think about Miro. Chris says AJ Styles versus Lashley on Raw for our U.S. title. That's a TNA match right there. Robbie's like, D, you said NXT needs a chance. I never said that, Robbie. Stop making up lies. Nobody likes a liar, Robbie. Nobody.
You know they're going to have Liv talk.
I know, it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. I can't wait until she talks.
I'm trying to brace myself.
Do you think she'll cry, too, while she's doing it? Because that's usually what she does.
Shit, there.
And Ernest Bell's in the chat. Hey, Ernest says hit roll. Oh, no, a Roman Reigns roster dream with him as boss. Ugh. Robbie's like, I would love to live next to D. Would feel so reassured. Would you? Pickle's like, so is JD Drake. He's big with a belly.
Let's make it official. Let's make it official then.
JVD's like, Mark Henry can pick up the house. It was like we have common sense and Mavericks around these parts. Some stinker stations. Sinclair. Pickle's like, I bet Mark Henry can pick up Alaska. So he's like, with Paul, I'm tired. I'm not reading this. I'm tired of all the Paul comments. I'm done with them. Unless you have something important to say about Paul, I'm not reading those comments anymore. Phone's like, let's go Liv Morgan. JVD's like, Piccolo probably. Robbie's like, you said it. You said Hit Row. We're good enough to be on the main roster, D. Robbie, stop talking out of your asshole. I know that you can't help yourself when you're drunk, but just stop. Pickle's like, D's vein popped again. It feels like Pickle.
Why would you wear an arm brace? Wouldn't it just be a target?
Why are you going to wear an arm brace and then wear stupid shoes like you're wearing? Like, it's just bad stuff happening. Bad stuff happening right there.
Well, this is where we need our little soundboard, and I can say, what the fuck is she wearing?
What the fuck kind of shoes? That's
it's not her shoes I'm looking at. It's where the legs start. It makes her look like she has a weird body, and her body's usually pretty nice. But it makes her body look... Shayna, you won't beat me.
Oh no. You're like, I felt like our brother Rousey.
There it is, it's all signed. Let's...
And I know that because I beat the real deal twice. Ew, and I'm gonna bite you too.
Holy shit. Shayna attacking that arm. Break her arm. There it is, Shayna. Break it.
Break it for real.
Don't break her arm.
No, break it for real. Break it for real. Just break it off. Just completely just snap it.
Don't break it.
Just snap it.
But
like
look
stick.
at the stomp. Here comes the stomp. Could we get a new champion?
Oh no.
Maybe she just forfeit it.
Maybe.
And then we don't even have to have the match.
That'd be better. Alright, let's see here if we can get caught up at all. Nope, can't. Great. More crap.
Shayna Baszler putting in work.
Put the work in, Shayna. Be a meanie pants, like you know you are. Good job. Anyways, film.
Oh, she's going at it again. Oh, there's it. Steven
there.
Seagal style.
Piccolo, you better answer the question. Who will win in a hairy armpit match? Nikki ASH or Stephanie McMahon or Sasha?
But Liv does hit her right here, so.
Oh, no. Sophie's like, you guys could get your wish with Liv Morgan losing the championship at the UK show.
I doubt it. We won't be that lucky.
Rob says, Ronda, get off my TV. Chris says, Ronda. Neil says, do you need me to turn heel, Misty? No. So it's like, it looks like they're setting up a Shayna Ronda team. So it's like, did somebody say Ronda? Vindicator's like, the absolute best wrestling gap chat streams are when Delete gets legit worked up with profanity-laced monologues that are 100% from the heart. Film's like, Ronda's back? What? And Walter left 5 minutes ago or so. Bye, Walter! Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully you're able to watch some SmackDown later on. Anyways, Walter says he have a safe weekend and he'll see us on Monday. Robbie's like, with a bag full of money, it's funny. Pickle's like, whose debut on the main roster was an attack on Seth Rollins in 2017? He aligned with Paul and used his submission move to make Seth pass out.
17, was it Finn Balor? But he doesn't have a submission move. I'm very good at my history stuff because I just watch it and then it just disappears. Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
I don't remember when that was, when Kevin and Seth had their big stuff.
2017. Sounds good. So it was like Ronda and Shayna are real life best friends. Rob was like, Ayla turning heel would give me nightmares. And Pico's like, alright, take care, Walter. Film says, Pico, did you get my... And JVD's laughing, so he's like, Samoa Joe. Chris is like, Shayna, LOL. And Ayla's like, is it heel as in heel something or heel as in heel of your foot? Should I heal you or heal you? Ha ha ha! Sophie says to Triple H, Seth feud was booked beautifully. Pico says, hey, look, it's the Queen of Spades talking the talk. Pico's like, I'm trying, Film. JVD's like, they ruined Shayna. Film's like, it's okay, Pico, take your time, no big deal. Pico's like, Ayla, what's the deal about heels? Ayla's like, I don't know, Fat Lisa, I'm just trying to fit in. Alright, let's see if we can get caught up a little bit in this nice commercial break that we're having.
And sprint.
Sprinting! Film says Stephanie McMahon and Nikki says Sasha Banks for the win in the hairy armpit match. And Robbie says, D, your mate Liv. And Pico's like, you like wheels. Ayla's like, be effing friends. Pico's like, instead of heels. And Ayla's like, be my effing friends. Pico's like, good, about time. It's the same song and dance. Vindicator says Liv should smack Raccoon Shayna with that caster injury is fake. Chris says Liv crying for attention with her arm brace like a freaky schoolgirl. JVD says I'll delete the roasting Liv is life. It was like, I like circles. Pico's like, D snorting about Liv gives me life. Chris says Liv super slutty heel mode. Oh yeah, that's it. And Film says, don't you dare Shayna Baszler. Killer. JVD's like laughing my fucking ass off. And Sophie says, it'll be interesting when Sasha and Naomi come back. No. It won't be interesting.
Nothing interesting about it.
Nothing interesting. Been there, seen it, done it, and never want to see it again. Stupid fucking cunts should go the fuck away. If you're gonna quit your job and cry about it, don't come back. Film's like, boo, Baszler, boo. Pico's like, Ayla, did you watch BCS? And Chris says the crowd is loving that. Ayla's like, Travis, I thought your next thumbnail was going to be you topless. I'm confused, and I'm sure the rest of chat is disappointed. So, what's funny about that, Ayla, is that Travis got a weird text message of an almost topless person. Like, after we talked about him doing a topless picture the night before. Like, that night later, he got a weird picture. It was pretty funny, actually. And they said, I heard you talking about me last night. I saw you last night. Ew! Like, gross.
I want to hook up with you. It's like, who doesn't?
I know, right?
That's what I was saying.
Right? Of course you do. Films like Pico, Stephanie, Nikki, or Sasha. Sophie says, I feel like the UK show will see a lot of championship changes since it is the first UK pay-per-view in 30 years. It's like, maybe question mark. I have watched BGC. JVD says, Travis needs to start an OnlyFans.
Oh, God.
Pico's like, answer to the question, Samoa Joe. Oh, well, Samoa Joe was the answer to that 2017 question with his submission hold. No wonder we didn't remember. I don't have respect for him. Chris says, BS ass counter by Liv. And Pico's like, and I always choose Sasha film wrestling fan. Sophie says, with this Sami Zayn storyline, hopefully it leads to something interesting right now. I don't know where the storyline is going. And Phil says, okay, thank you for your answer, Picola. Sophie says, how many times Paul and Randy Orton feuded over the years? Phil's like, Picola, who will win in an armpit stubble match, Paige or AJ Lee? I choose AJ. Who about? What about you? Picola's like, Raccoon Shayna. Nice. JVD says, we need sports bra Otis back. You know what's really sad about the whole raccoon eyes for Shayna? I feel like it's an insult to raccoons. Little trash pandas. I mean, they're fucking cute as fuck, right? And then you got Shayna out here trying to steal their look. And you're like, it doesn't make you cute at all. Like, not even a little bit of cute. Although, it'd be hilarious to see her in a dumpster. Oh, wait. That's probably not right. Sophie says, I don't want to see Travis topless. I don't want that image in my head. Oh, good. Can you be topless, please? Sophie doesn't want it or like it. I want it to happen now forever. Come on, take your shirt off. It's fine. Just a little bit.
No means no.
Come on. Just a little.
No means no.
Ayla's like, ha ha ha, shut up, really? Yeah, no fucking kidding, Ayla. No fucking kidding. Totally, truly happened. Fucking funny shit. Ernest Bell in the chat says, I'm joining Wrestling Ass Too Tough Guy, the hype guy. You should join Wrestling AS. Good job, Ernest. Pickle's like, wait, what? Is he single? Is who single? Travis? He might be.
Depends on the day.
Depends on what he does later. Just kidding. It was like, I got a text like that a while ago. Some girl bot sent me boob pictures. Oh my god, so it was. They weren't quite boob pictures, but almost. It was under boob.
Yeah, I could see Areola maybe.
Could you? You really like looked at the picture that much? You sicko face. You're like, let me look at is that a real boob? This is a boob. Let me zoom in here, bitches. Oh, look, there's an Areola.
We the ones. Here comes the Uso penitentiary.
She thought she was only giving me the underside of the boob. Phone's like, do you think Roman Reigns is going to lose the WWE Championship to Kross?
No. No, I don't. I do think that they could do 2 matches, and Kross would go first and lose, and then you'd either get Theory doing a cash-in.
Right.
Or then Drew McIntyre matches directly after it.
Ah.
And then Drew beats him for one of the titles. But it'd be weird to take Drew and move him to Raw. So even if Drew wins, I think the cash-in would come. I feel like the cash-in is almost a must at this point. Austin Theory did win last night also, if you guys were watching that.
Oh, yeah. They actually showed him on that, but we'll never see him anywhere else ever again. Just kidding.
He beat Ricochet.
Oh, that was nice of him. JVD says, raccoons aren't cute. LOL. What the fuck, dude? Yes, they are. Raccoons are adorable. Have you seen baby raccoons? Oh, my God. So he's like, do you think the USA Network will make Raw go back to 2 hours at some point?
No. The USA Network would fight it tooth and nail because there's nothing that they produce that gets that much ratings. So it would be Triple H that would try to get it lower, and it would all depend on how much money they're bidding for. Because Raw's going to be bid as a 3-hour show.
Right.
And they're going to get the ratings that come with it. 2 million people per hour. That's big.
That is big. Especially if they up how many people are on there and you see wrestling. It's going to make a huge difference for 3 hours. Ayla says, I reversed image, searched the image, and it took me to a Reddit thread about the scam. Nice.
Drew doesn't need a tag team partner.
No tag teaming for him. The film's like, don't do it, Travis. Don't put your dignity on the line.
No, I don't sell myself.
I want him to sell himself to OnlyFans. I want him to sell his big toe. Ayla's like, let's see your bobs. Ha 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 ha. So he's like, I'd rather see D topless. Nice. Big Paul's like in North Alabama was part of an online poll to name the minor league baseball team. That's kind of actually pretty cool, man. Ayla's like, oh, Sophie, naughty girl. JVD's laughing and Film says people on Paige or AJ Lee. Sophie says, is it true Idaho is a state? And Ayla says, nope, Sophie, it's a strip club in Florida. True. That's a true statement. As Piccolo says, the team is officially called the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Nice. Do they have a problem with raccoons? Just
only in the Rocket City.
JVD says, AOL, laughing my fucking ass off. And Sophie says, I saw that A League of Their Own TV series that dropped on Amazon Prime today. It isn't that good.
Why would they do such a thing?
Why would they ruin a good movie by making it into a series?
Because they have to woke everything.
Ugh,
and that's
barf.
the perfect thing
I'm
to woke.
so tired. I mean, and it really wasn't woke, so I don't know why they're doing that. It was like I got full nip in my picture. The Piccolo's like, it's true. I've been there. Idaho got some bad bitches. Mm-hmm. Yep. Totally a strip club in Florida. You got that right, Piccolo. Ernest Bell's like, I'm single. Is that good or bad? I don't.
Do you want to be single?
Do you want to be
single?
single?
Is it a choice?
I mean, is it a choice or is it just an unfortunate circumstance in life right now? It's my curiosity. Sophie says, so Travis' idea is like what they did for Mania 30 with Daniel Bryan.
Is there a question?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Some idea that you had. It's like what they did for Mania 30 with Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't remember what it was either. I didn't quite get to that in time. It was like, yep, basically you pay us to hit you with a potato. Do you remember?
Maybe like a cash in.
Oh, well, the cash-in stuff with Theory and all the stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's what you were talking about. I
the
forgot about
Usos were wrestling Drew McIntyre by himself, and then Big Brandon Moss came down and joined the fray. So now it is a...
Hey, I guess Madcap Moss is going to be a helper. That's really sweet of him. What a good guy.
This is a big dude.
Yes. Pico's like, ironically, I snorted a line with a girl named Vegas in Idaho. Nice. It was like, that's hot, Valleys. And Pico's like, don't do drugs, kids. Right? Definitely don't do drugs. We did not promote that on our channel at all. Drugs are bad. Okay?
Right.
So
You'll end up looking like B-Fab.
Yeah, don't do it. It's bad.
Meth. Not even once.
Meth. CM Punk, look, don't do it. Sophie's like, Raw got 2 million viewers once again. And Neela says, sell yourself, Travis. Pickle's like, Travis is the hot new e-girl. Right? Ew. And Sophie says, how long of a drive is it between Idaho and Texas? Well, if we're in Florida, it's not that far.
If you did it, you could probably do it in about 24 hours if you...
And that is exactly the answer that Chris gave me because he's from Texas and came to Idaho.
Right.
Sophie, it took me 24 hours. Chris says, probably another return to team up with Drew. Film says, Piccolo, Paige, or AJ. And Piccolo's like, I mean, was the Mighty Ducks TV show any good? No.
What? They did a TV show,
yes.
The Mighty Ducks.
And that's why you don't know it existed, because it was so bad that nobody wanted to watch it.
There's a lot of TV shows that existed that I had no idea.
Sophie's like, I'm single and ready to mingle. Well, maybe you and Ernest should talk to each other.
Friday Night Lights is one of the best shows ever. We should watch that.
Friday Night Lights, the show?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's pretty good.
Film says,
you would like it because you
girls.
like those shows.
Film, let's be polite. Don't be, no. No. Piccolo says, I think Paige film, and Film's like, okay, fantastic pick. Ayla's like, well, Sophie, you're in luck. Duluth is single after tonight, and she's all yours. So it's like Daniel Bryan fought twice at Mania, one to open the show against Triple H to be in the main event for Mania 30. That's what you're talking about. Got it. Film says Piccolo, who will win in a shaving armpit match, Charlotte or Bliss. I choose Charlotte. GBD says, I snorted a line of pepper before for $20. You know, I'm pretty sure I remember in elementary school, people snorted Smarties, probably for nothing.
We had a kid do an aspirin and his nose bled.
Of course it did. Ew. Pickle's like, Pepper, did you sneeze? And Film's like, don't do what? Travis isn't worth it. It will ruin your reputation. Don't sell your dignity.
No worries. Hakuna Matata.
Totally putting him on OnlyFans Film and he won't know it's happening. He's all out there like suntanning. Out there working on the yard. Ooh. Totally OnlyFanning you. I'm selling your body for you. Sophie's like, have you ever drove to a different state?
What?
Seriously. You know what? We're going to not ruin our reputation, and we're not going to sell our dignity to answer that stupid question. Thanks, Sophie.
I'm pretty sure everybody's drove to a different state. I guess she's from New York. Maybe she doesn't have a driver's license.
How did they get to Florida then if they didn't
Well, her mom could have.
drive? But does it matter if you did or somebody else? What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
But we are back.
Finally.
Brandon Moss in there with Drew McIntyre going up against the Uso Penitentiary.
Yes. Ernest Bell says I'm single for 2 girls and not getting caught. Ernest, you player. JBD says people and nothing happened. Ayla's like people from Idaho can't leave Idaho. So we are surrounded by ocean, so we can't drive away from it.
It's our own little island.
So he's like, I saw the Mighty Ducks TV show. It isn't that bad. Ayla's like, Sophie and Dalitha together forever. Pickle's like, Trump built a wall around Idaho, Sophie, to keep Canadians out.
The panhandle's like,
Beep. It's like an inch long. I just get on a map. Phil's like, Pickle, Bliss, or Charlotte. Ayla's like, we hate Canada. So since you guys never have a vacation, what the fuck are those? Jamie says Travis will make bank on OnlyFans, right? It was like Canada's a strip club in California, so we fight. What's a vacation? Pickle's like T-Dog is blushing, I see. JBD's laughing. It's like stupid questions get stupid answers. Anyways, alright, I'm caught up enough.
Alright, there's a neck breaker. Sami Zayn is out there.
Oh, is he? What's he doing out there? Is he making trouble?
Interfering, getting in the way so the Usos can win this. Drew McIntyre is not getting pinned by an Uso. Even though they are hitting him with their moves. Told ya! Sammy's beside himself. Usos thought they were going to beat Drew McIntyre.
They're like, we're totally going to beat you with a kick. We're going to use your Claymore kick and see if it works out for us.
Boom! See? And everybody's like, oh my god, it's over. Nope. Nope. What happened to Brandon Moss?
Madcap?
Yeah, whatever. It's Brandon Moss.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, that was his name.
I don't know what happened to Madcap.
Dumb.
Yeah, catch a Claymore kick for the...
Oh, there's Moss. Pulls him out. One of the Usos that looks like Jay. So Jimmy's still in there. Jimmy about to get beaten up. Jimmy gonna get pinned in about 30 seconds.
Why is he putting his finger out like that? What the fuck?
Oos, they're the one.
No. I mean, why is he doing it like this, though?
Maybe he was trying to tag him. Shorty Sanchez.
Probably. I think that's what he did to himself earlier. Hey, there's Madcap. He was on the outside.
That's what I said. He pulled them out. Jay.
Oh,
And Jimmy's in there. Now Jimmy's going to get pinned.
He's like, what's happening?
300. Madcap, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah! Oh, he thought he was going to pick his fat ass up. That's not going to happen. Ew! Oh, he kicked him in the face, but that's not going to work. He's like, here's a kick for you. He's like, this is how you kick people in
Claymore
the face.
country.
This is how you do it. Cha. Wait, Sophie says, Idaho is one of those states that you don't see any wrestling promotions don't go to.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but they do. I mean, they'll do their house shows. They'll come through up in the Boise area.
Yeah. Ayla's like, Idaho isn't a state, right? And Vindicator says, I actually think it would be a nice change of pace if Moss and McIntyre became tag team champions. Revive the division, especially if they add more groups.
Oh, Sammy just saved Jey Uso from the Claymore.
Whoa, what a nice guy. So it was like, oh, Idaho is a town then?
Yes.
It feels like, Pico, also, what's your favorite part about Friday? P.S. Bliss or Charlotte in a shaving armpit match? Ernest Bell says, I'm from New York. Cool beans, man.
You ever driven to another state?
Do you not drive? Did you go to another state that you live in now? Pico's like, oh, so Idaho has a moat? Bet. Yes. Pico's like, I pick Alexa. And Sophie says, does Idaho have any colleges? And as Ayla says, Idaho is a strip club in Florida.
Yeah, we got one called Boise State. They're pretty good. They beat Oklahoma in the, whatever it was, the Rose Bowl or whatever, about 12, 15 years ago.
Was it that long ago?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. Beagle's like, it's not funny when you crack on Idaho. Hey, they still have the male model guys. I wasn't sure they were going to do that.
We also have bears.
Yeah, we have lots of bears. Bears. Got the bears. So it says, I'm not good with geography. I don't remember what our states and cities and towns is. Says Idaho wouldn't have a college. So it'd be just single moms trying to get by. Just trying to make their way through school there. Vindicator says, so what's really new about New York anyway? I want to know what the old York was like.
Just York. That's what it's called.
JVD's like, I want to celebrate my B-Day at Idaho. So he's like, remember when you guys were outside for part of the summer last year?
You should sign us.
They're the most handsome tag team.
Hey, look, we're going to get matches. Oh, God. We're talking. Roberto's like, is that his sister?
I don't know. But it's funny.
This is
This
not
is not
cheap.
cheap.
Don't forget about the biceps.
It was like, it's super fun, JVD. We have our own currency. We don't accept American bills. JVD's like, good, I can afford it then. So he's like, is this setting up Sami Zayn to be a face against the Usos at some point? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but Sammy's not on the level to beat any of them, so I don't see how it would work. Unless they put Kevin Owens with him, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I guess they could do something like that, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I mean, really, I don't know how they would. I don't know how they're going to make Sami Zayn, like, extricate himself from the Usos. He wants to be part of the group so bad it's weird. But anyways, Pickle says, Boise State, is that the field? They're entirely blue.
Yeah, the Smurf turf.
Yep, it's that one. Chris says, LA Knight and Angel Garza. I was like, okay, nice pick. I would pick Bliss too if Charlotte lost. Nice pick, Picola. And somebody says, can you believe summer is almost over already? It feels like it just started.
Yeah. It's moving. We're halfway through.
Chris says, Z, my boy Garza, talking to Maxine Dupree. Picola says, I'm counting down the weeks when fall happens, hurricanes continue, and I don't have to cut the lawn until April. Right? The Vindicator says, I don't understand why Paul kept the maximum male meatheads on the payroll. Why shouldn't they?
They're a lot better than the guys that they just brought back.
Yeah, barf.
Meth not even once, and the, what's his name, A-Train, and
Whatever stupid names they gave themselves, either.
what was it, Ashante, Meth not
Shitty.
even once, and Top Dollar.
Nice. The shitty, meth no-no, and bottom nothing pennies. Wouldn't even pay for. Nice. Let's see, Sophie says school starts next week for some places. School around here starts in a couple weeks after that. Chris says maybe after Gunther wins, he will do a promo and say he's Walter again. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. JVD says Travis should do the silhouette TikTok trend.
God. What?
Yeah, put yourself and then put your light behind you.
That's how they do it.
I like the guy who does it, but he opens the fridge instead. He's a bigger guy, and he's all like, yeah, and then he opens his fridge, and that's the light. Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually.
It's pretty funny.
Sophie says, when do kids go back to school? I know New York kids go back to school in September.
They all do homeschool here.
We don't have schools. We're a strip club in Florida. So he says, do you see Enzo, a big cast, come back to the WWE?
Enzo, Big Cass, maybe. I thought that for a while now, though. I think they got to wait for their contracts to run up. Big Cass, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if Enzo has a job.
Right. I have no idea. I think he's...
Triple H and Stephanie
place,
won't like the idea of Cass being around just because of Carmella. You remember he stalked her and got in a bunch of trouble for that.
Yeah, and they're going to make sure that she feels safe. So, and she has a husband now who might have a freak out about it too. So,
and just get beat up, and we don't want Corey getting beat up.
True that.
Because Corey'd get beat up.
Oh yeah, he would. Ernest Bell says, "See y'all later. Go Chicago Bears and New York Knicks. Peace." Bye, Ernest. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Have a great weekend, man. Sophie says this summer hasn't been that eventful.
I thought you just said it was awesome this summer because of all the wrestling.
Yeah. When you have all the other things, why would you need that to make it something? That's so weird. What a weird commercial. Vindicator says, Delita would be okay with Braun Breaker being on the main roster. It's hard to try and think of NXT guys or gals you can actually tolerate. Braun Breaker would probably be fine.
I like Braun. I wish they'd change his name if they bring him up to whatever Steiner, but...
JBD says, yeah, I seen that one with the fridge, right? Feels like Misty Who will win in a few armpit tickling match. Team Bailey with Sasha and Bianca, or Team AJ Lee with Paige and Bliss. I choose Team Bailey. What about you? I'm going to have to go with Team AJ Lee there, my friend. Vindicator says Big Cass has awful taste. Oh, Vin, come on now. Piccolo says, okay, at the end of 1999, St. Valentine's Massacre, Stone Cold and Mr. McMahon were in a steel cage when what wrestler debuted and came up through the ring and attacked Austin?
Somebody that comes through rings would be Kane. That's my guess, is Kane.
Sophie says the summer has been a mixed bag. They didn't do that much stuff and wrestling is getting good. Piccolo's like, oh, scratch win. Sorry. That's fine. I figured it out. Let's see. JVD says, Piccolo, Paul White. Sophie says, who else do you see will come back to WWE TV?
No idea.
Looks like Big Show, aka Paul White. So they're going with Big Show on that. Or he attacked Austin for Mr. McMahon. I guess Big Show would have been a McMahon man. McMahon man. That's funny.
I'm starting to not like Ricochet. I liked him for a while, but I think he's talking too much.
Maybe. I don't know.
And he's not good on the mic.
He has mic issues.
Maybe it's that he showboats too much. That's why he lost last night.
Oh, good.
He was too busy showboating, so Austin Theory kicked his ass.
Oh, good for him. Which is funny because Austin Theory is usually the showboater, so that's kind of funny. Indicator's message retracted, and Chris says Gunther versus Nakamura potentially could be a 5-star match.
Possibly. Baron Corbin attacks him in the back, thank goodness.
What's he doing? Like jerking off right there or something? What the fuck, dude?
He was doing the Nakamura thing. He does that.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, I thought we were done. No, we're just getting started.
Let's get it started in here. Let's get retarded in here.
Why would the ref even care? Why is there a ref?
Why is there a
First place?
referee back there? It's not a match.
They're like, look at this fake ring. We should have a
Next
wrestler
week,
here.
face-to-face, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre for Clash of the Castle.
Are they going to kiss?
There could be some kissing.
I think there's going to be kissing.
I bet you there's also going to be a Karrion Kross sighting.
Oh, there's going to be a Viking funeral for the
They're going to be in Montreal, Canada. Quebec,
Ew,
Canada.
Yay.
Which is the best Canada.
Canada. Oh.
Ooh. And we also get to see Nikita Lyons next Friday. That'll be a good one.
Viking funeral for the New Day.
That Zoe Stark has that's a terrible picture of her.
She's a very oddly shaped face.
See, she don't look that bad there, but in that picture, she looks like a frog.
Something. It's very sad.
Not everybody can be a 10.
Yeah.
She just laughed.
What's that?
Oh, she laughed.
Oh.
You don't do a promo and then laugh.
You're supposed to be mean and bad. Like, so he says, why do some years the summer goes by fast and other times it feels like it's never ending?
It just depends on what you do. You having barbecues, you having people over, you have entertaining a lot, going to places.
People says, it would be nice if MVP was Ricochet's manager. He has to be that big guy's manager, though.
Moss.
So he says now Ric Flair is saying that he wishes that his last match wasn't truly his last match.
Oh my god, I know. I seen that. Poor Rick. He's like, I just wish I wouldn't have said it was my last match. It's like, ew, nobody wants to see you wrestle again.
I don't want to watch him wear a weird shirt that's longer and makes it look like he has no underwear on. Thank you, no.
Woo! Woo!
It was so creepily sad. I felt kind of bad for him, really. It was like, dude, no. Pickle's like, whose final WWE match was for the Women's Tag Team Championship against Natalya and Tamina in June of 2021?
The Bellas.
JVD's laughing, and Chris says Lyons and Stark come to SmackDown next week. So he says, out of all the NXT talent, how did they come up with these two and make a team out of nowhere? Because they aren't really doing much down on NXT. I don't know. Maybe they're doing more on NXT. Maybe they're something.
Who is it? Oh, Stark and
Yeah, Lyons.
Nikita.
Pickle says, she's got baggy eyelids. Something about Zoe Stark makes me think she's 35 and a rookie.
She could be older. Some of those girls are older. Ludwig Kaiser.
So we got Nia Jax for Pickle's question. Chris says, here we go, baby. This is going to be good. I can feel it. Medicare says, but anyhow, guys, I'm going to check out of here and rest up so I can hassle you about folks who wrestle some more on the day after Sundial Day. All right, then. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Vin. We appreciate it. Have a fun and safe weekend for yourself out there, all right? And we'll see you on Monday. So he says Charlotte Flair should be coming back to WWE TV at some point. I don't know what is taking her so long.
I know. SmackDown's in desperate need.
Chris says maybe Rick Boogs turn heel.
Yeah, he's a ways away, though. Was
He's-
that Mania when he got hurt?
Yeah, somewhere
So
around then.
we're still like 6 months out.
away. Pickle says, oh, he came in with a nightcap and a candlestick as well. I refuse to watch his final match.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible. But it is what it is.
Vindicator says, take care and keep Leo out of trouble around there in the good old country of Idaho. LOL, bye.
Bye.
Thumb says, Miss D, did you get a chance on who is going to win the match? The tickling? Yes. Yes, I said AJ Lee's group. Team AJ. Sweetheart, I said it. Are you not listening? Rude. Rude. So he's like, isn't Zoe Stark fighting Mandy Rose for NXT Women's Championship on Tuesday night?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't follow that.
People's like, take care, Vindicator. Film's like, I'm ready for Flair. I love her and her armpits. And Vindicator's like, later, PLPC. Sophie says there has been no news on Rick Boog's injury status. Pickle is like, if I gave away her tag partner was Liv Morgan.
Oh, so it's just one lady?
That left? Her end of her career or whatever last
Right.
on November.
Ricky Rubio, what's her name? Ruby Soho?
Ruby Soho, Ruby Riott.
Ruby
was that
Riott.
in 2021?
Yep. Ish. Yeah, it would have been last year.
Let's see. Film says Team AJ Lee. Okay, cool. Yes, I was, miss. Okay, as long as you were.
When we get back from the break, we're going to have the United States Championship. Gunther's out there with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, Popeye Jenkins in the chat saying gross things. Hey, Popeye, how's it going? Didn't know you liked it in the butthole, Grody. What?
What are you talking about? Just that right there. Has anyone here?
Don't you dare read that out loud or I will smack you in the face.
I mean, is it code?
Oh my gosh. Seriously? Like, take take that letter off of that word. What does that look like to you? Don't say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Road Dogg has been pleading to Tony Khan for a job with AEW for a few months. So he's like Ruby Riott. And Chris was like, New Japan match right here. And Pickle's like, yes. The answer was Ricky Rubio. Nice. Sophie says they tried to watch Family Matters on HBO Max. Why? Pickle's like, wow, I mean, this is a Christian chat, bless you, my child. Right? Come on now. Come on. Haven't you ever heard of Sodom and Gomorrah? Come on. Come on. We know what happens to those places. Looks like WTF, I can't drink my kamikazes in peace. Supposed to bring a party to your mouth there, Luke. Especially with comments like that. It's a party. Ayla must be making dinner. she's away. Not surprising, Popeye. It sounds something like a person with a part of her name being Jenkins would like it in the butthole. Not surprising. So if it's like, did you hear about HBO Max wouldn't be getting movies after 45 days from movie theaters anymore, so you have to wait a little while to see a movie out of movie theaters?
Right. Yeah, they probably get better kickbacks that way from the actual run on the main movies.
You know, I didn't really hear that. I just know that...
I read it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Read it somewhere about something? Maybe you sent it to me. Well, I think they decided that since movies are going back to whatever you call it.
Theaters?
Yes.
Theaters?
Yes. Movies going back to the theaters. And they're like, oh my god, we gotta make it so that they're like Top Gun or whatever. And we don't want to release it to streaming quite yet.
Right. Yeah, but how many movies are going to be like Top Gun?
None of them. I have no
She-Hulk?
idea. Yes.
She-Thor? How did She-Thor do?
That, whatever Batgirl one was going to be fantastic. Piccolo's like, he must be related to the meme Leroy, right? Jenkins says, not me. Well, what? Dude, you're the one that just said you like it that way. You can't back out now, man. You already said it was you who liked it. Yeah, you should probably be careful about that. Monkeypox and all. So it was like, when I don't watch wrestling, I watch random stuff.
Yeah. When I don't watch wrestling, I'm either watching whatever she's watching or I watch YouTube videos.
Which is sad because he doesn't like what I watch. And then he gets sucked into it.
Well, I've already seen it, and I don't like these later scenes.
I don't really either, but I have to finish it, right? Pickle's like, I watch all the randoms. Don't ever look at my search history. Gross. Randoms. Sophie says there are still people that are still scared to go anywhere, especially to movie theaters.
Yep. They'll live their whole life in fear. They'll have all sorts of anxiety issues. It's normal. There's always those types of people. Nakamura's a taller man.
He is. He is a little bit taller than you would expect him to be, but he is.
What, 6'2", maybe?
Maybe. You making fun of him?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Pickle's like, it's mostly about Idaho and Florida.
6'4", 250, they
You're
say.
randoms.
I don't know how he's 250, but...
Who? Gunter?
Gunther, yeah.
Really? I guess he could be.
He's 6'4". I mean, I could see how it used to be that big.
Yeah, maybe. He was like, oh, Sophie, serious question. I started this show called The Resort on Peacock. Have you seen it? So he's like, if I really like a series, I'll continue watching until the end, depending on how many seasons they have. Sophie says, yeah, The Resort is so good. There you go. True connoisseur of watching shows. Telling you it's good.
It's all good. European uppercuts by Gunther.
So he says, Pickle, have you watched Only Murders in the Building? You know, I did watch that first season of that. It was actually not too bad.
Only murders?
Yeah.
So they just have murders?
Yeah, in the building.
Well, I would assume.
Would you assume? Luke says, Ghost Adventures has new episodes, and they are literally just the main guy. Literally. He said it twice in this sentence. This is great.
This literally.
This is fantastic because Travis refuses to say it. I gotta read this again. Ghost Adventures has new episodes, and they are literally just the main guy literally poking the metaphysical realm with a stick with notaries. I'm convinced if Satan comes back, it will be Ghost Adventures that causes it.
That's funny.
Ghost Adventures makes me go to sleep, so I don't watch that. Pickle's like, hey, nice. Pickle's like, I don't sub Hulu. I heard good things about it, though. Recent interviews, Pat. He wants to take on anyone. Recent interviews and all.
John Cena and anybody else.
The best ever.
Best in the business.
Looks like, delete that. Have you tried the show Penny Dreadful? I think you might enjoy it. You know, I did see.
Is that the clown from It?
No, it is actually like an old school like mobster like show. It looks like it was pretty good. I've just never watched it.
Rolls him through.
Problem
Gonna break that arm.
Luke, when they get to be over about 30 minutes, like shows, I kind of don't like watching them anymore. It's really sad. I do like them, like longer shows, if I'm interested, but. So
a buddy of mine told me about a video game today that I should play, and it's basically like you're stuck in Jurassic Park. It's not Jurassic Park. And that's the whole game.
You're just stuck?
Like in... I
with
dinosaurs? Assume there's dinosaurs.
Are you a dinosaur?
I don't think so.
Damn it.
But anyways, I can't remember the name of it. It started with an A, like agriculture or archaeologist or
Oh, is that not the one, Luke? Sorry. Archimedes?
Yeah.
Arkham?
But anyways, I thought that might be kind of a fun one. He says it takes like 6 hours to download, though.
Ugh. Why is it so much?
It takes forever. Because it's like 250 gigabits.
Why is it so big?
It's
weird. They're having a good time here.
I'll have to Google it and see what it is.
Old Nakamura and Gunter. Ouch!
That is a big chop.
That was a ginormous chop. He literally flopped like a fish on the ground. It was terrifying. I thought he was dead for a second.
Killed him. Don't do that to Triple H.
Oh, sorry, Luke. Wrong one. Sorry, I was thinking about a different one. Beavis and Butthead commercials. That's hilarious.
I tried to watch their new movie, but I fell asleep at the end. I never went back and watched it.
You fell asleep at the end of that?
Fell asleep halfway through it.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember shit.
I don't remember you being asleep, huh? I watched the whole thing. I will not watch it again, thank you. Not that it was terrible, but it was just weird. I feel like they're making the quality on this way better than it really is on the Paramount Plus because we watched the first one and it was terribly grainy.
It's supposed to be grainy. It's supposed to be written.
Let's see. Sophie says Hulu is also going to get a price increase at the end of the year. It will cost more than Netflix.
All of them. All of them are increasing their price. All three of the Disney ones.
Hulu's gonna be more than Netflix? What the fuck? How is that even possible? Netflix is $20 fucking a month.
They do have tiers. Like you can spend $80 or something and get Hulu.
What the?
And then you get your TV and stuff with it.
Oh, that's fucking dumb. Feels like, Travis, who's the best foreign heel in the past? Who could give Gunther the business?
Who's the best foreign heel?
Yeah. In the past. Who could give Gunther the business?
My favorite is Nikita Koloff, but... Oh! He's not foreign, by the way. That was a fake accent. It was Nikolai Volkov, maybe Iron Sheik. Those guys were pretty good in the past. They always had Canadians.
Well, could you just use them as a foreign heel even though they weren't really from the countries they portrayed? I mean, could you consider them a foreign heel?
Like Rusev.
Yeah.
I think Rusev would be fun in there with him.
Sophie says, Lita, have you watched Full House? If you're talking about the original Full House, I did watch some of it when it was first initially on TV. Have not seen it since. I will not watch it. I find it dumb.
I'll fall asleep with it on here and now, the new one.
Yeah?
It's actually pretty funny.
Some of it?
But I don't watch it.
Right.
It's just on.
Oh, Luke says, wait, Penny Dreadful is not about the mob. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was thinking about a different one. My bad.
So it is about the clown?
No, it's based on Mary Shelley's books with Frankenstein, Dorian Gray, Werewolf, and others. It's amazing. Well, okay, well, I should probably watch it because that sounds really cool. I knew it was something old school, though. I didn't think it was, like, new school stuff, right? It's not new stuff. It's not new age, right? It's, like, old school.
I read those books every October.
Just out of curiosity, people like Pedro is definitely about Abraham Lincoln hunting vampires. I think that's just a movie, Picola. Sophie says Charlotte Flair is going to be on the Steve Austin podcast next week, and Pico says, let me fantasize my Penny Dreadless Luke. So it's like, I tried watching The Sandman. It is horrible. I can't wait for the return of Cobra Kai next month. Mo says, Travis, got a question for you. Who will win in an armpit deodorant match, Aaliyah or Tiffany Stratton? I choose Tiffany. What about you?
Probably have to go with Tiffany.
Sophie says at this point, all the streaming services will cost more than cable at this point.
Yeah, that's...
Wow, that's so weird.
That's where they're
what
headed.
I said. That would happen. So strange how that works out. I said that how many years ago?
Oh my god, what does it matter?
Because it does. Because you were like, no, I won't delete that. That's silly.
No.
You did. At first, when I first said it, you were like, no. And then other companies started doing it, and then you were like, I think you were right that it's going to be that way. And I was like, told you. All you dumb assholes who were like, I'm going to cut the cord. Cut the cord to what?
It's just changing.
We're all going to be slaves. Slaves to a cord of a different kind.
The internet.
Your cat's a freak.
There he goes, off the top.
Oh, he didn't make it. He got into a scissor
Triangle
clutch.
here.
I'm not sure what was happening, but it's weird. Poke him in the armpit.
Look how strong he is, though.
Is he going to do it without breaking something?
What's he trying to do here? Oh, now he's got him in a Kimura.
Pickle's like, I mean, it counts. It's K-Fab. There you go. See, it counts. It's K-Fab, but... Film's like, I choose Gunther to win this match, and Pickle's like, yes, the Mountie.
I was going to say Canadian Mountie, by the way.
So he says, the bar part about the weekend, there's usually nothing on. I used to watch Full House on the reboot. They are both interesting in their own ways. It looks like Penny Dreadful came out just a few years ago. Well, I better start watching it. Pickle's like, but Nikita Koloff had a 5-second cameo in the Lex Luger doc during an episode of that Born Again Christian show. It's weird.
That's funny.
It's like, it's also based on Penny Dreadful comic books from the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's really dark and tense, but good. Oh, cool. So, like, whatchamacallit?
What the hell's the name of the clown? Is it not Penny?
Yeah. Pennywise.
Oh, Pennywise, that's it. There it is, big knee by Nakamura, 1, 2, and...
Ooh, he almost got it for the IC title, but Nakamura didn't quite get that pin in. It's terrible. So if he wants you to know, with the merger of HBO Max and Discovery Plus making a whole new streaming service, who knows how much that will cost everybody?
I don't think it'll cost much more than it already does.
Yeah, I mean, HBO Max is already $15 a month. So it was like about step by step.
There was a show called Step by Step, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I remember the song.
I don't really remember much about it.
Yeah, I don't know who was in it or anything right offhand. If you told me the actors or something, I might remember it.
Right? So I was like, have you watched Lucifer? I watched it when it was on TV, and I never watched it since Netflix took it over because I didn't want to.
And no from me.
Sounds like going with Tiffany Travis. Nice. People's like, I only caught a couple seasons of Lucifer. It sort of reminds me of a spinoff to Supernatural, right?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, it got 2 boots to the face.
He was distracted.
By, what's his face? Ludwig.
Ludwig Kaiser.
What's wrong with his face? Why was he
His
holding
hand.
his hand?
It's because he had it in an armbar.
He's like, let me hold you.
Oh, Nakamura slips out of it.
Oh no! Punch to the
His
arm.
right arm.
Oh no!
Kinshasa. Here it comes.
Get him with your leg shake.
Kinshasa.
The Kinshasa.
Kinshasa.
Looks like there's only 10 to 12 episodes per season, only 4 seasons. Are they hour-long episodes, Luke? So he says, I get HBO Max for free because I have DirecTV.
Is that how that works?
I don't think so. I think they have to pay for it, but you know, hey. I think it has to be included in a package,
I get it for
right?
free because of my phone bill.
Whatever. Shit's included in your fucking phone bill package.
So
Liars. Sophie says about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Nope. I never watched it while it was on TV. I might have seen a couple episodes since it not being on TV, but you know. Bryce says, hey guys, I just wanted to stop by and say hello. Sorry I skipped a little bit of Smackdown, but however, I will show up for Monday Night Raw. So bye, peace out, take care. Bye Bryce, thanks for hanging with
we'll
us.
Be here.
Other words, smash like on the live stream. Love this live stream. Thanks, Bryce. We appreciate it, hon. Hopefully you take care. Have a good weekend. You take care of yourself, okay? Luke says, Penny Dreadful has Satan, serial killers, werewolves, immortals, and all manners of insanity. And yes, delete that. Oh, okay. It has me in it, too? That's terrifying. I didn't even know that.
Satan.
I know, probably. I probably am Satan in that show. It's terrible. So
That's
like
it.
About Boy Meets World. Never watched it on
Shinsuke
TV.
Nakamura is broken.
So he says, I heard of Penny Dreadful. Looks like I love Netflix's The Chilling Adventure of Sabrina.
That's how he ends it.
It's gonna happen. Oh no, he bombed him and then folded him in half. That's a very big folding.
That's a in half folding.
Right? Good thing Nakamura is so bendable.
Fold him like a Kardashian.
Ew, gross.
They like to be folded.
I never watched that, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Like, I heard it was kind of dark. Like, really dark. People says, Sophie, that's your wheelhouse. I can't do reboots of young adult TV. Right? Martha, Chicago says, and I'm out of here. Well, you take care out there, Martha of Chicago PD. Sophie says, I think I saw an episode of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Too scary for me. Chris says, Gunther wins, baby. Yes, he does return that. Return.
Yeah, return.
He doesn't return it. He keeps it. What was that word I was looking for?
Keep.
No.
Return.
No.
Retain.
There we go. That's the word. Retain. He does return that IC title, guys. So Gunther is still the IC champion. Got a big old slap for his trouble there. Old shit. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh yeah.
He had a huge, that slap literally gave him a bruise. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Hopefully his arm's not broken.
He's a bad, bad motherfucker, he wanted to say, but you know, you can't say that on TV, Pat.
You better turn it to the ratings TV 14.
Luna says, have a good weekend, everyone. Bye now. Bye, Luna. People says, remember, I like trash reality and scary stuff. Goth Leshy in the chat says, I'm going to sleep. I have a son raised people. Looks like it was very dark. It was made by the team that does American Horror Story. It is meant more for young adults and adults now. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'd seen previews for that Sabrina one, but I never really watched it or anything like that. So, anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight and watching SmackDown with us. Goth Leshy says, you know that sons don't raise up themselves. Right? Get the fucking work. Jesus, Goth Leshy, why are you still here? Just kidding. Alright, Films like, okay, missing you, Travis. Time for me to go. I'll see you guys next time for live stream for Raw. Take care. Love you guys. Bye, fam. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate it. Alright, everybody. Once again, have a great weekend out there, guys. Be safe. Enjoy another summer weekend doing summery-like things.
Anyways, we will be here on Monday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your time off, Luke.